If someone had told me years back I'll be married to a Surinamese Dutchman, I would have laughed so hard at the face of that person. But this life, God has a way of giving us things that we never thought we could actually have, and I give Him all the glory. Today, I'll be telling you how I met my darling husband. Guys, let's get right into the video. Hello everyone, my name is Sikari. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time of seeing me, you are welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you are the real MVP. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming back. So today I want to share with you how I met my husband. I did not meet my husband like this. I didn't meet him while I was walking on the way and my bag fell down, he picked up. I didn't meet him while I was at work and he was just staring at me and sending me love letters. That wasn't how I met my husband. Our own story is a very unique and different story, but I am going to tell you. So after a heartbreak, I had a heartbreak that I never thought I could come out of. I had a heartbreak from a relationship of 4 years and 8 months that was actually supposed to end up on the altar, but end up without even getting to the gates of the church. So my ex then, who was a Portuguese guy, he left me for a Russian lady. And ever since then, I told myself, because of what happened, I told myself I wasn't ready for any relationship, and truly, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I was not ready, because it was not an easy thing. Those of you that knew me when I was in school, you knew I was engaged and all that, because I wore my engagement ring throughout my school days. So I was in this relationship throughout my school days. I know many of you there will say that, why will you allow a man to engage you for that long? But I didn't want to get married until I was done with school. Do you know, you wouldn't know how important my school was to me, because I wanted to actually make a change in my family, okay? I told myself I wasn't going to be a dropout. I wanted to be a graduate. So anything I could do to make me not to drop out of school, I was ready to do it, and that was part of it. So I told myself I was going to get married my final year before I go for youth service. So that was why the engagement was that long, okay? So I didn't push, let's go and do the wedding, let's go and do this, let's go and do that. No, I was comfortable where I was, just enjoying life, because I thought I have met my husband already, so we're already building our life. But as it was, 4 years, 8 months into the relationship, he left me and married a Russian lady. So that's a story for another day. So because of what happened, I told myself I was done. I just wanted to focus on myself, you understand. I started praying to God to get into another relationship. This was after 4 years, 8 months, after 8 years, because I spent 8 good years healing from whatever I have gone through. It wasn't easy for me, guys. Even my friends were already, they were tired of me already, because it wasn't that I wasn't meeting people. I was meeting people. I was meeting men. I was meeting good people, but I wasn't just seeing the goodness in them. I was only seeing my ex in all of them. So it wasn't easy for me physically, emotionally, spiritually. It was not easy. So it was like the devil just held me, captive, and said, yes, keep going through this. Some nights I will cry. Sometimes I will go days without eating, because I was heartbroken. I couldn't just believe that somebody I spent my life with for so long could just one day turn into a stranger to me, okay? So it wasn't an easy journey for me. And then again, I tried to be in a relationship. It wasn't happening. I tried to be in a relationship. It wasn't happening. I tried so much. When I mean so much, there are some people that came around me that I just, I felt pity for them. I'll just tell them, I can't, I'm sorry. And when they try to find out what happened, what is happening, I just block and delete them. You understand? Because I can't start explaining to you what I am going through, because they would think I'm stupid, okay? So because of that decision now, I ended up being single for 8 years plus. Then my friends, they started seeing me like, they thought I was going mad. They thought I didn't have, like, I wasn't ready to actually move on with my life. Sometimes they will encourage me. Sometimes they will ask me, are you in a relationship? Are you this? Are you that? I'll tell them, I beg, they should forget about that thing. It wasn't just happening for me. So in the year 2020, I told myself, I am ready for a relationship. I'm ready for a relationship, but it wasn't coming. I even prayed about it. I fasted about it. It wasn't coming. And then 2022, I told myself, okay, I don't want again. I just want to, build myself. I want to grow as a person. I want God to bless me to the extent whereby I do not need any man. I do not need anybody, man, woman. I don't need anybody. I just wanted to be okay by myself. I wanted to live my life by myself. In fact, to the extent that I was already thinking of names to give my children without a husband. For instance, my surname is Michelia. That's my surname from my father's side. It's supposed to be Michelia. I told myself, if I have a daughter first, I was going to name her Michelia. That was how far I've gone in my head concerning relationship matters. So I prayed for 2 years. It didn't happen. And then I told myself I was done. So then I started praying now for myself, right? I started praying. I became like a mad woman. I started praying with a link that my girlfriend actually sent to me. That's one of my girlfriends. She told me, because I told her what I was going through, and she told me there's this man that is praying and I've heard so much about him. I think you should give him a try, because I was actually depressed. So I actually followed the link. It was Pastor Jerry Eze. I followed the link, and ever since then my life has been good. I had peace of mind. I was happy again. I was praying. Man, it was not easy, because I was a live streamer. I stream on an app called Bigo. Bigo was not this bad, the way it was not the way it's bad now. It was not like this then it was still okay. So I streamed on that app, and while on Bigo you meet different kind of people, and you have to be nice with those different kind of people, okay, for you to get gifts and get paid by Bigo at the end of the month. So everybody was darling, everybody was sugar, everybody was honey. So I started, while I was streaming, I would stream on Bigo app from 11:30 at night till 4:40 in the morning. Excuse me, guys. Jesus. I will stream from 11:30 to 4:30. Then I will join NSPPD 4:40 in the morning. So then I will now, after praying for those hours, I will now sleep. Then I was joining on YouTube, not in Facebook or TikTok. So I will now pray. After the prayer and everything, I will sleep. Then I will join again from around 2 p.m. You understand? When I wake up, I will join from 2 p.m. till 5 in the evening, when I have to go and do my list. So this was my life, like over and over. I barely had time. If you look at my eyes under my eyes were so dark. My skin was bad because I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't getting enough rest. I was fighting. I was working, independent woman. I was working and fighting for myself, trying to build myself. So now, straight to the story on how I met my husband. So, on that app, while I was streaming, one day, one beautiful, blessed evening I will never forget in my life. While I was streaming, I was also playing music. While streaming on Bigo, you don't have to just stay silent like that, okay? So it's either you are dancing, you are telling story, you are teaching, or you are singing. So I was always playing music, and sometimes while playing music I dance, okay, because I love dancing. You guys know I love dancing. So this day I was playing music, and this gentleman passed by the streets of Bigo, and he told me, the song you are playing sounds like the song from my country. I was like, oh, that's nice. Where is your country? He said, Suriname. I was like, Suriname, never heard of it. Then he didn't say anything again. I was like, is that where you are right now? He said no. Then I was like, where are you? He said, I am in the Netherlands. I was like, oh wow, okay. My in-law is from the Netherlands. My auntie has been in the Netherlands for years, over 20 years already. So he was like, really, get ready, you are next coming here. I was like, okay, do you want to marry me? That was what I asked him. He was like, marry you? Will you marry somebody like me? I was like, what do you mean somebody like you? He said, will you marry an old man like me? I was like, how old are you? He told me he was 49. I was like, 49. Okay, do you know how old I am? He was like, 25. I burst into laughter. I was like, 25, okay. Ah. I now private chatted him. I told him how old I was. He was like, it's a lie. I said, that is my age. He said, no, you don't look it at all. I said, in my mind, I was like, with all this stress face and everything, I don't look like an old woman in your eyes already. So that was how we just joked about it. So from there, we exchanged number. We started talking. Sometimes when he calls me, I'm busy streaming. I will not pick because I'm streaming. And maybe at that time that he's calling me, somebody is gifting me. And then he's calling me. I'll be like, I beg. I'll call him back later. And sometimes I will forget to call him. So finally, he now told me, he said, I like you. I would like us to have a relationship. I was like, I'm not ready for a relationship. You guys remember when I was praying for a relationship as past. Now I'm trying to build my life, and here is the love of my life now. Then I didn't know. So he was like, I would like us to have I told him I wasn't ready for a relationship, that I just want to focus on myself. Then he told me, well, he doesn't want to play around, that he wants to have something serious to do with me, and if I'm not ready, so we'll just, normal friends. So then he went 3 days, he did not call me. And I was like, what does this man mean? 3 whole days he will not call me. And then I now remember that he said he was traveling. And I remember he said he was traveling to America, you understand? I think Orlando or something. So he was traveling then, and I called him that day. I said, so you think you can just use and dump me like that? My husband is I don't know how to put it. He does not understand sarcasm sometimes. He was like, what do you mean that I used you and dumped you? I was like, so you think you can just use and dump me? He was like, when did I use you? Where? How? He was confused. Then he called me immediately. He was like, Sikari, I don't understand you. What do you mean? I told him, so all this time we spent together talking, and all that, you think you can just leave me like that? And he was like, but I told you what I wanted and you said you were not ready for that. So there's no need us talking every now and then. Because I was still expecting, even if I told him that I wasn't interested, at least he should still be calling me now. That was what I was expecting. I actually liked this guy. I liked him, but I was not seeing. I just, saw him like one of those guys again that we, wait to end. And again, who takes people on Bigo seriously? You understand? That was it. So from there, he now said, are you in? He said, I don't like confusion. It's either yes or no. Go straight and tell me what you want. Then I told him I was in. He said, you're in for what? I said, I'm in for a relationship. Let's have a relationship. That was how we started. Guys, that was how I met the love of my life. Okay? So, one thing I noticed is that a man who likes you, who wants to marry you, once he sees you, he already knows if you're his wife. He already knows. He doesn't need a soothsayer to come and tell him that I think that woman is your wife, or the Holy Spirit showed me that she's your wife. He saw me. He said, and there was one thing my husband told me till tomorrow, why I know he wasn't lying about it. There was something he said. He said while he was scrolling on Bigo, he saw, when he passed me, it was like he passed a light. You understand? Then he moved back. He scrolled back. He said when he was looking at me, there was a light on me. He was like, who is this girl? And again, I was now playing the kind of song he likes. So, that word, Anna said, would that have been the Holy Spirit's light on me? That was the Holy Spirit light on me. So imagine what I prayed for years ago is what God brought for me when I already gave up. And the worst part, I never saw myself marrying a man from the Netherlands. I never in my life thought that I will be traveling to the Netherlands. What are they go do? Because number one, they don't speak English. So my whole mind all my life has been that it's either I am going to the UK, I am going to Canada. In fact, Canada is number one before any other country. So I never saw myself going to the Netherlands, okay? So I want to tell somebody out there, see, that place that you're praying, or that thing you're praying for, it might not even be what God will give you. And the reason why I think God acts that way is because if there's any spirits around you, you understand, as you're praying for that thing they are hearing, that is what they will focus on to spoil. Then God will give you the one that you never thought about, that no ear has heard about. Okay? That is the one that God will bring and give to you. So pray and don't give up. I have, like, ever since I joined NSPPD, my life has not, my life has never remained the same. It has been a step. Every month, every year, my life is going higher and higher. And guess what? I am not ready to stop praying on NSPPD, because the Bible said, or my pastor said, whatever you get from prayer, you need prayer to sustain it. That is why in my house in the village, when people hear me pray, I know in their mind they'll be like, when did this song become this thing? I will keep praying because I got my miracle from there. God has been my backing stone. So guys, on the next episode of this story time, I am going to tell you what happened after I met my husband. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a comment in the section. I would really like to hear your opinion about, this story, everything I just told you. And I pray for anyone out there who is still praying to get their own husband, that they will find it to be easy the way I did. Because trust me, if not for the Holy Spirit, I wouldn't have recognized it, and my miracle would have just passed me like that. So guys, please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? I love you. Have a nice day. I love you. Bye.